Real Madrid is the sort of club where legends are made and sometimes bought for a lot of money. Based in Spain, it is the most successful club in Spanish football and was voted by FIFA as the most successful team of the 20th century. At the time of that vote, Real Madrid had won a record 31 La Liga titles, 17 Spanish Cups, a record 9 European and 2 UEFA Cups. Real Madrid regularly attracts well over 70,000 screaming supporters to their games. The fans have had a lot to enjoy over many years and continue to travel all over Europe in great numbers to support their highly rated team of heroes. The 2002 UEFA Champions League pitted Real Madrid against German club Bayer Leverkusen. It was a very close match, with Real Madrid forward Raúl opening the scoring in the 8th minute. But 5 minutes later, Bayer Leverkusen equalled when a header from Lucio beat the goalkeeper. At the 45th minute of the game, something miraculous happened. Fans who were there call it one of the greatest goals in the history of UEFA Champions League. Real Madrid's Zinedine Zidane received a high cross from Roberto Carlos right at the tip of the penalty area. In a flash, Zidane pounced, volleying a shot into the top corner with his left foot. Despite Bayer Leverkusen's relentless attacks on goal, Real Madrid held their ground and won 2-1. The star of the show on that day, and many other days for Real Madrid, was Zinedine Zidane. He joined the team in 2001 for a then world record fee of about £75 million over 4 years. After helping Real Madrid to its 2002 UEFA win, he led the charge to another Spanish League title in the next season and was voted often by the fans as FIFA Player of the Season. Zidane retired in 2006 and is considered a legend of the club. Another glamorous signing for Real Madrid was the Manchester United star David Beckham. He stayed with the team for 4 years and immediately became a favourite, scoring 5 times in his first 16 matches. Beckham couldn't wear his favoured number 7, so chose number 23, citing his admiration for Chicago Bulls basketball player Michael Jordan as the reason behind this decision.
It's going to be an amazing experience because the only time I've run out onto a football pitch is either with England or with Manchester United, so running out for Real Madrid with these sort of players and this team and in front of that, 90,000 fans is going to be an amazing experience.
The future for Real Madrid looks bright, with stars such as Cristiano Ronaldo, Kaká, and coach Pellegrini taking up the spirit of the side. The fans of Real Madrid are very dedicated and have enjoyed their heroes' labours for many years now. The tussles they will have in the Spanish League with rivals Barcelona will continue to make the Spanish League one of the strongest in Europe. But there is a certain glamour that continues to attach itself to great clubs like Real Madrid. And it is this X factor that makes them a hugely successful worldwide phenomenon. Like Real Madrid, Manchester United continues to be a team that attracts fans the world over. It is one of the wealthiest and most widely supported football teams in the world. Through its deeds on the field as a team, its high-profile manager, and its list of great stars, coupled with a history like no other club in football, Manchester United encompasses all that makes the game great. Manchester United over the years has won 18 league titles and 11 FA Cups. At its home ground of Old Trafford, average attendances have been higher than any other club for all but 6 seasons since 1964-1965. Some say Man U fans are the most fanatical of all. If tragedy can shape a club's history, then the Munich air disaster on the 6th of February 1958 changed Man U forever. Legendary manager Matt Busby had assembled a team of young players nicknamed the Busby Babes. On the way home from a match in Europe, the plane crashed while attempting to take off. 8 of the Man U players died. No one could believe what they were seeing as newsreel footage of the crash and the survivors in hospital were flashed around the world. Manchester United marked the tragedy with a memorial plaque. Crash survivor and club legend Sir Bobby Charlton was there at the opening.
It's a very nice plaque which a lot of our fans would like to come to see, to pay their respects. It was one of the biggest sporting tragedies that can ever be.
Manager Matt Busby also survived the crash, and life went on for his young and dedicated Busby babes, who continued to bring the Man U fans great joy. When speaking of greatness among Manchester United managers, only one man comes to mind, Sir Alex Ferguson. He's been with the team for 23 years, joining them in 1986. And despite a feisty relationship with fans, referees, the media and other managers, Sir Alex has led the team to many a great success. They say if you take the field for Alex Ferguson, you must leave nothing in the clubhouse. He has managed many great players over the years, and no doubt one of his favourites is Man U champion striker Wayne Rooney.
I've been very, very fortunate. I've had some great players with wonderful heart. I mean, his names trot off your tongue, like Canton and Mark Hughes, Roy Keane, Brian Robson, and now we've got this wonderful kid, Wayne Rooney. I mean, just the heart. And I think that when you sum it all up, you can talk about his skill, and you can talk about his pace and his ability to beat a man, but the thing will always come out, it's because he's got the heart to do it.
Rooney made his debut for Manchester United on the 28th of September 2004. It was in a Champions League group stage win over Fenerbahce, and Rooney made quite an impression. A hat-trick of goals and an assist in Man U's 6-2 win. So far in his stellar career with United, the team has won the Premier League 3 times, the UEFA Champions League in 2007, 2008, and 2 League Cups. Troubled by ankle injuries in the last couple of seasons, Rooney continues though to lead Manchester United to memorable wins all across European competition. A fit Wayne Rooney epitomises all that is great about Manchester United. For the fanatical fans of this great and proud club, it seems the future is bright. Sir Alex Ferguson has praised the youngsters coming up through the ranks. Sponsorship is at an all-time high despite the global economic crisis, and the fan base is growing. Yes, the future is more than bright for the mighty Manchester United. Another one of the stellar teams in football is the Red Blacks AC Milan. Founded in 1899, the club has won 18 officially recognised UEFA and FIFA international titles. AC Milan is also one of the wealthiest clubs, not only in Italian football, but in world football. It is said the colours of the team were chosen to represent the fiery ardour, red, and the fear it struck in its opponents, black. One of AC Milan's champion players was Carlo Ancelotti, who was appointed manager in 2001. Ancelotti guided the club to the Scudetto in 2004, the UEFA Champions League in 2003 and 2007, and the Coppa Italia in 2003. Under his expert guidance, AC Milan were also Serie A and Champions League runners-up in 2005. There have been only 6 men in history who have won the European Cup as both a player and a manager, and Carlo Ancelotti is one of them. When he took over, he inherited a team going nowhere fast, and initially had a rather tempestuous relationship with club president Silvio Berlusconi, who criticised his defensive tactics. Subsequently, he made several changes to AC Milan's roster and adopted a more creative form of play, which led to great success over the ensuing years. Ancelotti won his second Champions League trophy as Milan coach in 2007, with a 2-1 win over Liverpool. It was his 4th overall, having won it twice as a player in 1989 and 1990. Ancelotti's contract was terminated by mutual consent in 2009, and not long after, he moved to Chelsea. He remains, however, one of the great legends of the club. In 2003, AC Milan signed one of its greatest ever players, Ricardo Ascension dos Santos Lieti, commonly known as Kaká. He cost 8.5 million Italian lira, which was peanuts according to Silvio Berlusconi, and it was, considering the value he gave the club for the 6 odd seasons he was there. While with AC Milan, Kaká won the Ballon d'Or and FIFA World Player of the Year in 2007. He was the top scorer in the European League in that year and later was named by Time magazine in a list of the 100 most influential people in the world. Since 2009, Kaká has played for Real Madrid. This year has been a disappointing one for AC Milan. There has been much speculation about the future of their manager Leonardo. Their quest for another Serie A has not been successful, and mathematically they are already out of the race. Following crushing losses in the Champions League to teams like Manchester United, the fans have not had much to cheer about. Injuries and suspensions have taken their toll on the team and manager. Leonardo has said he is just hoping to end the season well. In the years to come, though, any dedicated AC Milan fan will tell you never to write off this proud Italian team. They are one of the most successful sides, not only in Italian football, but world history, with a total of 29 trophies in the cabinet. The club is the most successful in terms of international competitions won, with a record 14 European titles and 4 world titles. As a testament to their enduring success, AC Milan is permanently allowed to display a multiple winners badge on its shirt, as it has won more than 5 European Cups. Bayern Munich is the most successful club in German football. Based in Munich, the club has won 21 German titles and 14 cups. In fact, Bayern Munich has won 7 of the last 10 German football championships. The team colours are red and white, and the team crest shows the colours of Bavaria. Bayern Munich is a huge club based on its membership, some 152,000 members. In addition to that figure, which at times has rivaled that of Manchester United, the team has more than 2,500 officially registered fan clubs, with about 181,000 members around the world. Over the years, these fanatical Bayern Munich fans have a lot to cheer about, with much silverware in the trophy cabinet and plenty of joyous nights out celebrating the team's many triumphs. Bayern has been so successful over the years that the streets of Munich have often been a sea of red and white, with celebrations often going well into the night and next morning. Despite the fact that there are 2 other Munich-based clubs, many fans believe that due to its success in the Bundesliga, the streets should be permanently paved with the red and white of their beloved Bayern Munich. Nicknamed the Kaiser, one of Bayern Munich's greatest of all is Franz Beckenbauer. He won 3 consecutive European championships from 1974 to 1976 as he led the team through its halcyon years. Beckenbauer is still the only player to captain 3 European Cup-winning sides. Beckenbauer became club manager and president in the years to come and led Germany's successful bid for the 2006 World Cup. He remains a very influential figure in German and international football, loved not only by the fans of Bayern Munich, but all those who love not only the men who play the game, but those who change the game. Beckenbauer is also a world figure in the promotion of football worldwide. Bayern Munich has boasted other great players in its ranks, and one is goalkeeper Oliver Kahn. Bayern Munich was Kahn's last professional club, and many regard him as the greatest goalkeeper of all, citing his win of the FIFA Golden Ball at the 2002 World Cup. He is the only goalkeeper in history to do so. Upon his signing in 1994-1995, he was paid a record fee at the time for a goalkeeper and went on to play some 535 games in the Bundesliga, a record for a goalkeeper. He made his last professional appearance for Bayern Munich in 2008, and some 120,000 fans turned up to say goodbye. Bayern Munich remain at the top of their game and will definitely be headed for more success in the future. They remain at the forefront of the local competition and on an international level. The fans can look forward to many more celebrations in the streets of Munich as this amazing football team continue to add to their already crowded trophy cabinet. Current coach Jurgen Klinsmann has been at odds with club president lately Franz Beckenbauer over the club's success in the Champions League. This is the most lucrative of competitions on a year-by-year basis. It is on this stage that Bayern Munich will look for its success, and fans will probably judge the club harshly if it doesn't succeed. Hopefully, more red and white flags will be waved in the future, with Bayern Munich adding more Champions League trophies to its bulging cabinet. In In the Scottish League, Celtic is one of the standout teams. Founded in 1887, they've won the Scottish Championship 42 times and the Scottish Cup 34 times. Known to some as the Glasgow Celtics, together with their nearest neighbours, the Glasgow Rangers, they form the Old Firm, one of the fiercest and most famous rivalries in sport. In 1967, Celtic became the first British team and still the only Scottish team to win the European Cup. By today's standards, it was an incredible achievement because every player was born within a 30-mile radius of Parkhead. The final was played in Lisbon, Portugal on the 25th of May against FC Internazionale Milan in front of a crowd of 56,000 people. The score was 2-1. The players were nicknamed the Lisbon Lions, and for a team made up of locals, Celtic won every competition it entered in that year. The Scottish League Championship, the Scottish Cup, Scottish League Cup, European Cup and the Glasgow Cup. Just for the record, Celtic made the European Cup final again in 1970, but were beaten by Dutch team Feyenoord 2-1. For Celtic fans, as far as the Euro stage goes, it didn't get any more exciting than the 2003 UEFA Cup final. Some 80,000 fans travelled to Seville for the final against FC Porto, the team from Portugal. Many fans travelled over for the game, despite not having tickets, but they did receive awards from both UEFA and FIFA for their exemplary behaviour during the match. It is still believed by UEFA to be the largest travelling support to have assembled in one place for a single game. Celtic fans took to the streets singing and dancing and just generally having a good time, enjoying the anticipation of another great moment for this proud club. As far as the game was concerned, it was not to be, due to yellow cards for Bobo Balde in the 96th minute, meaning Celtic were actually down to 10 men. FC Porto won the match in extra time 3-2. It was their first UEFA win. Celtic has a historic association with the people of Ireland and Scots of Irish extraction. Their fan base is absolutely huge. In fact, the highest attendance for a European club competition match is held by Celtic. Some 136,500 people turned up to watch them play Leeds United in 1970 at Hampden Park in Glasgow. In April 2008, the club was estimated to have a fan base of 9 million people, including some 1 million in North America. Lately, Celtic have had mixed fortunes, especially in the UEFA Champions League. In a playoff against Arsenal, they lost 2-0, and for the first time in 26 years, they lost to an English team at Celtic Park. Fans of Celtic are not used to watching their side struggle, and many fans have taken to the internet to vent their frustration at what they see as a series of lacklustre performances in 2010. From the administration down, football in any league is a very unforgiving game. It does not rest on its laurels or look back to the past for inspiration, and so it has been a year of sackings and temporary replacements for the once and maybe still proud Celtic side. But to look at their history is to know that the great Celtic FC will not be down for long. And if there is time to reminisce about years gone by, the fans have a lot to look back on. The Celtic FC trophy cabinet is bulging at the seams. Looking forward, this proud club would surely love to give its fans another European Cup of some sort, something that has eluded them since 1967. Apart from Real Madrid, Barcelona is the most successful club in Spanish football. In fact, they have never been relegated from La Liga and have won the title 19 times. As well as that, they have won a record 25 Spanish Cups, 8 Spanish Super Cups, 4 Eva Duarte Cups and 2 League Cups. On the international stage, Barcelona fans have had much to cheer about. A grand total so far of 14 major European trophies, including 3 UEFA Champions League titles. In 2009, they won the treble, La Liga, Copa del Rey and the Champions League, the first Spanish team to do so. Barcelona's rivalry with Real Madrid is long-standing and deeply rooted in Spanish football folklore. So much so, it is referred to as El Clásico. Unlike other football clubs of its type, Barcelona is owned and operated by the fans. And it is certainly worth pointing out that in terms of revenue, it is the world's second richest club, only surpassed ironically by its arch-rival Real Madrid. Barcelona prides itself on being a club that is successful whilst remaining true to the original values set up by its founding fathers. Barcelona as a club takes great pride in itself and doesn't always look lovingly at its big-spending rival Real Madrid. One of Barcelona's finest moments came as recently as 2006 with a win in the UEFA Champions League final. It was their fifth final. Their opponents from across the Channel, Arsenal, were in their first. It was a tight, hard-fought match, and it was Arsenal who took first blood. But through champion player Samuel Eto'o, Barcelona equalised, and then some 4 minutes later scored again and held on to win the match 2-1. It was quite a celebration not only in France where the match was held, but on the streets of Barcelona. Barcelona fans feel success in some ways so much sweeter when you not only have highly emotional ties to a club, but monetary ones as well. A star player for Barcelona is Lionel Messi. It was in 2006-2007 that Messi established himself as a regular and scored 14 times in 26 matches. At the 2006 UEFA Champions League final, there was one Arsenal player who very nearly spoilt Barcelona's party. His name, Thierry Henry. In an unexpected turn of events in 2007, he wound up being transferred to Barcelona. It was not something Henry was expecting at the time, but he was happy to be there.
I'm finally here and happy to be here, and can't wait to go out there and show what I can do to the fans and also to all the people who had a lot of confidence in me for coming here. So that's what I'm going to try to do in the next year coming, and hopefully I can, be a great asset for the team.
Barcelona FC as a club has great star power, not only because of Lionel Messi and Thierry Henry, but maybe even in spite of them. Barcelona fans are seriously invested in their club emotionally. And despite the odd issues that sometimes beset all football teams, it is as if their fans feel that together they can accomplish anything. And they usually do.